Welcome back. We're continuing our discussion on Dark. If you have not listened to the previous episodes, go and watch episode 1, 2, and 3 to get caught up on this discussion. Spoilers for Dark ahead. Today we're talking about the Schrödinger's cat paradox. It's a well-known thought experiment presented by the titular Erwin Schrödinger himself. You all know it, but I'll explain it for the sake of discussion. The thought experiment goes like this. Imagine you have a steel box, and in that box is a cat and a device that must be secured against direct interference by the cat. The device contains a Geiger counter, which contains a tiny bit of radioactive substance. If that radioactive substance decays, the counter discharges and through a relay releases a hammer that shatters a small flask of hydrocyanic acid, poisoning the cat, and the cat dies. If the substance does not decay, nothing happens, and the cat lives. The cat and the radioactive particle are now under quantum entanglement, which means that two versions of both exist simultaneously. The cat lives and the atom does not decay, or the cat dies and the atom decays. A lot of times this experiment is supposed to lead you to an example of how elementary particles behave. For example, we do not know the exact properties of an atom until it is observed, part of the Heisenberg uncertainty principle. The lesson was to show that applying elementary particle physics on a macroscopic scale shows that we could not reason that this scenario could ever really happen. The cat is either dead or alive. It is not blurred between the two, and that is what we call reality. But the application of this thought experiment that often gets left out is its application to parallel universes, as displayed in the show Dark, and I thought I would go over it a little bit further. Schrödinger was right that we cannot have a blurred reality, but we can have two different versions of reality, one in which the cat is alive, and one in which the cat is dead. Thus, we have two different realities that continue, identical minus one cat. Many realities like this must exist if what we understand of quantum entanglement is true about our reality. But we can use this to our advantage in writing about time travel and parallel universes. In Dark, the creation of two separate realities is possible through quantum entanglement. The moment in which a reality is decided is whether or not Alt-Martha saves Jonas from the apocalypse. From that moment on, there are two realities that are created, specifically Adam's reality and Eve's reality. We've already discussed the creation of these realities in our first section. The important lesson here is that we can explain parallel realities in our own stories that we craft using this phenomenon. Specifically, there is a point in which reality splits into two realities, and in time loops, that beginning is perpetuated as we see in the show. I love this concept, and I look forward to seeing many more instances of it in other works that use it. This concludes our discussion on quantum entanglement. So next, we are going to start talking about the methods of time travel in Dark, talking about specific devices that can be used. Thank you for listening.